Mr. Donwy.
Mr. Speaker, sir, we have a happy problem of official foreign reserves, OFR, outpacing the growth of government deposits in recent years. That we need to adjust our transfer mechanism through this bill. Putting aside the pandemic, Singapore could continue to have a high savings rate because of its tradition of prudent fiscal policy and the mandatory contributions all working Singaporeans made to their CPF accounts. Given Singapore's positive net savings and persistent capital inflows, the nominal exchange rate often tends to appreciate more than is required to keep inflation low and stable. The MAS accumulates foreign assets, on average, in the process of managing the Sing dollar within its policy band, even as it sells foreign assets during times of stress on the Sing dollar. I would like to ask, what is the desired level of liquid assets which MAS should have in order to maintain the floating parity of the Sing dollar? Should a sweeping mechanism be imposed so that excess reserves can be transferred to GIC once the OFR reaches a threshold, say 70%? Excess reserves should be managed by GIC as long-term investments and yield more returns. Thus, there's an opportunity cost when the transfer of reserves is delayed. How was the 65% threshold being derived, and should it be reviewed? Or should the OFR be multiples of the highest annual outflow of capital which Singapore has experienced in the past decade? I understand that MAS invests the OFR in a well-diversified portfolio. Would Minister share with the House how much of green bonds and green equities does it have in its portfolio? Can green investments be increased further? Can MAS invest in more green instruments, especially those which are issued in Singapore? Can the reserves management government securities be invested into green and sustainability-related instruments? Were the official foreign reserves valued at cost or at market price? I'm confident that MAS accounting conventions adopted conformed to international accounting practice. It is important that the people know the approach taken to value government assets. Valuations should be derived from prudent principles and not based on optimistic assumptions to inflate asset values. Has MAS investment approach been to invest in reserves for return? Will it be reducing its holdings in US dollar and pounds and diversify into other currencies? MAS seeks to smoothen wide fluctuations in the exchange rate by intervening in the currency markets, selling Sing dollars if the currency is deemed to have appreciated too much, or buying Sing dollars if the currency has been beaten down too much. Mr. Speaker, sir, in Mandarin.
储备金管理是一项肩负着多重目标和多代人扶植的艰巨任务。官方外汇储备可以作为抵御困难时期的缓冲器，并作为新币的稳定器。金管局与本国会的议员们一样，是我国国家资产的监护人。我们对当代和后代的新加坡人都负有义务和责任。我感谢新加坡金融管理局的官员，在为提取最佳收益率的同时，将风险降至最低方面所做的努力。I support the motion. Thank you.